Hello. We're in a new location. I got my woman cave setting up. It's in progress. I kind of want to call it like some play on words with like room and womb. Although it just sounds like I have a speech impediment. But like womb, like the womb. But like my womb. My womb. So we'll see. The name is also in progress if you can't tell. But today we're gonna do a little reading. The first one in my womb. It's kind of funny. But I don't want people with speech impediments to think I'm making fun of them. I'm not making fun of you. Okay. All right, so we're gonna get 3 off the bat. Okay. Okay. So we have the 5 of Swords in reverse, and then we have the King of Wands and the King of Cups. So on the other side of this 5 of Wands, or 5 of Swords in reverse, 5 of Wands in reverse, interesting. But this 5 of Swords I take to be, in this deck specifically, is the putting the sword into yourself and the destruction of the self so that a new self can emerge. And it looks like to me that you've done this and you're on the other side of this 5 of Swords. And now it's in the reverse. So it's like you coming out of that 5 of Swords. So you dismantled and destroyed seems a little harsh, but you did away with one part of yourself or one version of yourself. And maybe you're still in the process of doing this, but it looks like in the reverse that you're like coming out of this. And then on the other side is the King of Wands and the King of Cups, which is the highest form in this deck of the water and fire energies. So you could have water and fire in your chart, or you could just be a very passionate, emotional person, or you're tapping into the depths and the passion at its highest, most level. You're tapping into this now. So doing away with this other version, maybe that not so in tune, allowed you room and energy to access these parts of you. So yeah, something about like sacrificing, and like you sacrifice for something else. So you sacrifice a version of you or a part of you to tap into something deeper. One that's more inspired and emotional and spiritual. Anything else? Oh my gosh. And then we have the 10 of Cups. So it took this, we can get really comfortable and we can be, loyalty can get in the way, and, inertia and just comfortability in these parts of ourselves. And we can get attached to them, but sometimes those are just the things that we need to get rid of or to let go of. That's probably better terminology. To let go of so we can reach a higher state of being, a more in tune state of being with our nature, with our natural highest timeline. And this might mean letting people go, or letting, jobs go, or like a relationship, a type of relationship go. And you did that. You're doing that, you did that, and you're tapping into these really high level energies. 10 of Cups, that's the highest form of fulfillment, emotional fulfillment. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Ace of Cups with the Fool poking out at the bottom. So you're starting fresh. With this, lots of cups on the board, lots of blue. You could really be, naturally in a tapped in being to your emotions. But yeah, Ace of Cups and 10 of Cups. So you're set. You're good. And you could be starting something. You could be, entering new relationships. So letting some of these old relationships go may be inviting new relationships in. Ones that really align with who you feel yourself to be at your deepest, innermost core. I'm gonna leave it there. You're doing it. You're doing the thing. You've done the hard part. You have, maybe this was like so many, you've been doing this for so long, and like letting go and letting go and letting go. And it's like, I just have me, and that's how life's gonna be. Bars. But no, you're finding, because you've been passing these tests. These have been tests that have been showing you who you really are, and you've gotten to the innermost layer. You found it. You're there. You did it. And so now that you've done all these things, more things and situations and people and circumstances will be coming in and are coming in that match that innermost core. So you did it. You've done the hard work. And now it's time to relax and let the good come in, because it's coming. It's coming. All right. See ya.